What's up, what's up, what's up? We're live at Palin Music Center in Springfield, Missouri. Before hours. You're catching us live.
It's like the Today Show.
That's right.
You got Kathy Lee and Hoda right here for
Wait,
you.
who's the one that got canceled? Well, didn't
about
didn't Kathy Lee and Hoda get canceled?
No, are you talking about Matt Lauer?
No, that was a while ago. We won't talk about that guy.
Did one of them get canceled?
I thought maybe not canceled is the right
I
word.
don't think
I
so.
thought
I think one of them
like
left.
Like
I
retired
think one
or
of them.
something.
I think it was.
Okay.
I think it was. Isn't it Kathy Lee? I think that's George W. Bush's daughter. I think that's her.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
I think she stopped doing the show.
Gotcha.
I don't
Because
know. My mom
Hoda's
was
still
a-
there, I think.
I don't know. I don't watch the Today Show. Ever since I moved out of my parents' house, my mom would watch the Today Show.
I remember it being on a lot growing up.
My favorite morning news broadcast was always CBS Sunday mornings. Like it was so chill. Always had just the coolest articles about like just some random dude who lives out in Alaska who's like, I make handcrafted crabs, and it's like that's so cool. I'm so glad I watched this. It's good news where it's like it just kind of focuses on cool things, like random things, instead of being like the world's gonna explode.
Yeah,
It's like, this is
I watch
nice.
I watch nightly news with David Muir. You ever watch that?
No,
I like David.
I don't watch news programs. I'll get my news from articles and stuff like that, but I don't do news programs.
No, I hear you because that's the only one I really listen to. It's like a 20-minute segment. I listen to it on the way to work, and it'll just kind of give you the current events of the day. But it's so funny because he's very to the point, and it's like the world's gonna explode, like all this stuff, like everything. Because our world is crazy. But then at the very end, there's this segment. Nice. There's this segment where it's like something good going on. It's like a local fisherman caught a bass, and it's now his pet. And it's like, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah. I got to be honest. It's something my parents gripe on me on. And I know a lot of older people are like, well, you need to watch the news and stay up to date. I'm like, if it was important enough for me to see, it will show up on it'll show up on my TikTok, my Facebook, whatever it needs to be. And I get the Apple News notification
I'm with you.
when it's something super important, because at the end of the day, wow, I didn't know we were going to get into news politics today. But it's
we're like 3 minutes in, and
at
here
the
we
end
are.
of the day, I don't think it's healthy for anybody to just sit there and watch the news 24/7 and have them told whatever side, whatever opinion you believe on that.
Sure.
Someone's evil and the world is wrong and it's a bad place. It's just not.
Yeah,
good
that's why I
for
like
you.
old David, because it's just like 15 minutes. Here's what's going on today in the world. Yeah. So.
Hi, Ty Burns.
Ty Burns, he says, let's go. How we doing, boys? Dude, we're doing great.
Talking about the news.
I'm a little sleep deprived. I was just
dude.
looking at my hours. Bro, it's been a long couple of weeks.
You let the government track your sleep.
That's right. Yeah. No, but boy, it has been wild. We are in the swing of rental season.
Oh, dude.
Like if you're watching it, you don't know what our rental season in. It is like our Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So Palin Music is built on the backbone of rental instruments and helping out schools, helping out families. It's for the kids, baby. And it's full swing. We're back to school season. It can be very challenging, but more than that, it's a lot of fun, honestly.
It's one of those things where it's like, I'm excited we're doing it, but I can't wait for October when I feel like I can finally get rest, because it's a good thing, but it's like literally every day you go home, you're just like, and then it's like, today I woke up for the gym, and I made the mistake. It's also part of the reason why I'm tired. I'm trying to finish this book because it's really good, and I'm trying to finish it, and I stayed up way past my bedtime last night.
Your bedtime?
And so
what is your bedtime?
Typically, I try to go to bed at 10:30.
You dog.
I try to, and I schedule my nighttime routine to where I'm in bed by 10 o'clock, so I get a solid 30 minutes of reading before bed. And it's like, Morgan and I talk about it. It's like we're an old couple, and I love it. We'll just both sit there, listen to music, reading our books, and then it's like, all right, good night, hun.
Yeah, dude, that's Grace and I, but a
great.
little bit different. Dude, we were in bed at 9:30 last night.
Yeah.
Because, my wife is about 8 months pregnant, so yeah, she's like, we're gonna go home. She was in bed by 9,
Yeah.
and then she started yelling at me, "Get in bed!" And so I was in bed by 9:30. Let me rewind.
That's what you just did. Somebody clip it.
No,
Clip it
she
and
did
send it to his wife.
She did not yell at me. She texted me actually, and was just like, "I'm in bed. Come to bed."
No, I mean that's the vibe. Because I used to before I started going to the gym in the mornings, I would go to bed about like 11:30, and then when I started going to bed or going to the gym in the mornings, I would wake up at like 11, and then I was like, well, I need to have more time in the morning, so I started doing 6:45. But then Morgan got her new job, and so she has to be up super early, so she's in bed by like 10. It's kind of one of those things married people will get if you actually enjoy being with your spouse kind of deal.
Yeah.
Like you just want to be around your partner. So it's like when she started going to bed at 10, it's like, well, I don't want to be out here by myself. So then it adjusted my schedule, made me start going to bed earlier.
Yep.
And then God
Yep.
forbid she's like, you know what? I'm just gonna start going into work even earlier. I'll be in bed by 8 o'clock and be like, this is the life.
Yep. We also have a special guest today. Some people have thought that he didn't exist. There may or may not be a fan club about this gentleman. We've literally had comments saying, like, I think that Jordan actually is just made up, and it's just like your people's
Lightning McQueen has chosen this man to work the camera himself.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, his last name is Carr.
The biggest
so,
Cars. I never even put that together.
Yep.
Wow.
well,
The biggest Cars 2 fan on the planet. Jordan Carr, everybody.
Jordan Carr, everybody. Spam Jordan in the chat. What's up, Jordan?
What if I just refuse to talk? and
You
just-
shouldn't, no.
It's just like,
He just stands
guys are
silent
just
on the
lying.
phone.
We're gonna get comments, and it's like he's just AI. It's just an AI algorithm.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. So your wife,
Programmed to really like
your
Cars
wife is
2.
pregnant.
she's
What's-
also pregnant.
What's your bedtime routine?
Routine?
Bedtime routine.
I know. I feel left
I
out.
mean,
My
I'm in the
wife's
same
not
boat
pregnant, we
where
just
it's
have a kind of
like-
normal life right now.
She is wanting to go to bed earlier, and it's like, kind of like, come to bed with me. Or like,
Yeah.
if you don't come to bed.
Do both of your wives are they using like the body pillow thing?
Yep.
We have it, but she hasn't really used it yet.
Not yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Surprised, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she has. It's like the pillow, the pregnancy pillow. It's like this big U-shaped thing. You know, I see these memes and stuff where it's like the worst thing ever for the guy, but it's really not that bad. But at the same time, it is pretty sucky because every night, if she moves around, it grabs all of the sheets and stuff, and so then I'm just like have the blanket on me and I get sweaty because there's no
Fellas,
sheets.
Let me put you on to
Yeah.
something that has improved my marriage greatly. You need to start sleeping with separate blankets.
No.
No,
It is
no.
the best.
No,
It is the
equally
best.
yoked, bro.
One flesh.
That's right.
So, well,
That's
here's the
right.
thing.
One
Here's the thing
flesh.
is Here's the thing.
Going biblical.
So when we got married and stuff, we both kind of just ditched the top sheet and it's like, okay, we'll just use the same comforter because it's like, honestly, the top sheet's stupid. It's dumb. It gets we're both tossing and turning enough that it's like it gets balled up, at the end of the bed kind of thing. It's just like, it's annoying. We quit using it. But then it got to the point where with the comforter, one person would take all of it, the other person would do this or that, and you'd fight over it. And we had to wash the comforter, and our comforter that we had was like a nice, like downy feather one. But because we have like a California king bed, that thing's massive, so you have to air dry it. And like it was like it takes 3 days to dry it. So we would just get our own blankets and be like, oh, this will work. And then we both ended up liking it so much because me and her are very different temperatures. Like, I sleep at what I like to call normal person temperatures. And I'm typically pretty hot most of the time. She is freezing 24/7, so she has a 10-foot like heavy duty like winter blanket that she still sleeps with in the summertime, and it makes it so much better for us because now like I can sleep and I can wrap myself up, she can wrap herself up, and we'll still do cuddles, snuggles, whatever you want to call it, and then it just has made it so much better. And we both sleep better.
Ty Burns says, I will die on the hill that Cars 2 is absolute garbage.
Thank you,
Even my
Ty
3-year-old
Burns.
opts to, can you zoom in a bit? Opts to skip Cars 2, and he's a Cars fanatic. He also says, LOL, the pregnancy pillow is my nemesis. Yep, I feel that. And then equally yoked one flesh. So I'm watching House of David right now, the Amazon Prime show.
David.
Dude, it's really good. I'm not going to
Is
lie.
it better than The Chosen?
No, I like The Chosen a lot. I like Chosen.
Do you like David more than Jesus?
Yeah, I like Jesus a little bit more than David.
That was a test you passed.
Thank you. No, but it's really good. Like, if you're a fan of The Chosen, you would like David because it has a much better budget, it seems like. But then also, like, it stays pretty legit to the narrative, and they have like a disclaimer that says like, hey, like there's some gaps, in between like the scriptures where we kind of like fill in like what could have happened, but it's nothing like outside of like, it doesn't change.
David goes back in time.
Yeah, it's like Goliath kills David. It's like, no, that's not right. I don't think that's how it works. No, but it's really good. I'm just a big fan of like how it visualizes it for you. But Saul, whoever plays Saul in that, they casted really good because he plays like the demented king, crazy man really well.
That's cool.
So anyway,
I just have too much PTSD with Christian media, and I refuse to watch it at this point.
wow, that's a bold statement.
It's my mom growing up, like that's some of her favorite stuff to still watch to this day. And
Did you watch Bible Man?
Well, there's a difference between culture and what the rest of it is. Bible Man is class.
That's
to a
right.
T.
That's right, baby.
So you don't like Fireproof or?
No, I never actually have watched like Fireproof or stuff, and honestly, those movies are not good. I don't care what anyone
But
says.
you haven't watched them?
What is
No,
what is it?
I've gotten the
Lionsgate Media
synopsis.
or what is it? I forget.
Pure Flicks.
Pure Flicks.
Pure
That's
Flix,
it.
yeah.
And like that's the thing is like growing up, my mom would always watch those movies, and it's literally like the same thing every time.
You
And
need
it's
to
like,
give it a
it's-
go. I think you'll like
no,
it.
I'm not into it. I will read my Bible instead of that. It's better.
Well, yeah, that's probably the better
And-
option for sure.
I can't. Like it's always poorly written, poorly filmed, poorly edited, and for some reason very racist most of the time. It's always got a very strong like white savior complex. My mom's trying to show me this movie where it's like it's essentially kind of almost the same plot as The Blind Side, where like this white lady's like, I'm gonna save this poor black man and everything like that, and it's like at the end he becomes like it was just kind of a normal African American dude, and then it's like a gentrified black dude at the end of it, where he's like basically tried to turn him into a white person. I'm like, Mom, this movie's incredibly racist. Like, this is a bad movie. She's like, no, she helped him. I'm like, no. But VeggieTales still on the docket.
Okay.
Bible Man
Vegetables
still on the
work.
docket. Were you guys a Hermie kind of guy?
What the heck is a Hermie?
Yeah. I
You
mean,
know
I
what I'm
didn't-
talking
Herbie?
about. I did not
kinda
like
watched it.
Herbie.
I didn't really
No,
like it.
not
Herbie?
Herbie. Herbie is the car.
Yeah.
Hermie's a
Hermie's
worm.
the worm.
It was
Herbie?
another like Christian like VeggieTales thing where it's like
Hermie?
But Hermie was the most insufferable protagonist for a child show.
What is
He'll
a
pull it up.
Hermie? Hermie?
Yeah. That's
No,
that's Rudolph.
Yeah. Hermie and Friends.
Yeah.
What in the world is that? What is that? Hermie?
Basically, Hermie was just a bad person all the time and be like, I'm gonna choose myself over my friends. And then at the end of
So-
the episode it'd be like, Hermie,
That is.
what did you learn?
You bring up a funny thing though. So, growing up, like I grew up pretty strict household, and didn't have TV or anything like that for the longest time. So like it was only Christian media. But like even like Hermie or whatever, I remember getting like into the like just the like lowest tier budget stuff.
Yeah.
Like I remember when like Cars came out, like some Christian company came out with like another Cars, and it was just like I forget what it's called, but it's just like these talking cars that's very clearly like this guy's name is like
If there is a car
Thunder
Jesus,
King.
that implies that a car
Thunder
Jesus was
McKing.
crucified. How do you crucify a
there's a
car?
car pope. There's a car
I mean,
pope.
there is a pope in Cars too.
That's
so,
true.
yeah.
That, we talked
That is-
about this.
dude,
Cars 2.
2
Cars 2 implies with the Pope that there is a car god, but then also like there's a whole like thread I've read about it where like it ends up unveiling it to the point where like there was a car like World War II, which
Yeah.
means there was a car Holocaust, which means there was like a car.
Golly.
It's like it gets weird. It's like
You're on a
Disney.
roll
Did you
today,
know
bro.
the implications of what you were doing?
So
but
I remember Cars 2 because I remember watching Cars not too long ago, and then starting up Cars 2 for some reason, and it like starts out. What's the spy guy's name?
well, there's a couple.
Like the main dude.
Finn McRider, isn't it? Right?
Finn McMissile.
Finn
Yeah,
McMissile.
That's
yeah.
it. Like he goes out and like the whole first start of the movie is like killing like 50 cars
Yeah.
on
It's
this
awesome.
boat, and I'm like, dang, dude, This like turned into something different. So anyway, let's let's find a different topic.
I was just gonna say like the Christian. I'm not gonna say all Christian media is bad. Maybe The Chosen, House of David are good, but it's like I have no inclination to watch it after many years of dealing with like the worst crop of the crop.
I think you'd like it. You should try it.
More
Anyway,
intense.
I had a question for you
Hi,
because
Josh.
this was fun. We're just
Or Quad City, whatever.
who knows. So we're in the middle of our rental season, and the cool thing about rental season is that it's some of my favorite things is like seeing a kid get their first instrument, and it's just like, whoa, you know, whatever. So here's a question for you. So far in our first week of rental season, I guess it'd be our first 2 weeks. What has been like a really fun story that was just like super wholesome and whatnot without saying customers' names?
Not had any yet. Everyone's been so mean to me, fighting me at the counter.
Yeah, you should see it, guys. It's crazy.
No, I'm trying to think. I haven't had one I feel like quite yet that's been like just the super sweet moments because there are a lot of those, but it's not every time kind of thing. But like,
Sure.
trying to think, I really don't feel like I've had just one of those yet. I've just had good ones where it's like I met some people from like my hometown, and it's like, oh, my mom teaches. And it's like, oh, blah.
Yeah.
And it's like, but it's just always fun to get people set up, and it's like one of my favorite things. It's so exciting to see the kid get excited, but one of my favorite things is to help the parents because you can just see the relief kind of wash over them when you know what you're talking about, and you can get them set up. Because if not, they're like, Sean, like, I got to get this thing, and I've got to get this thing, and I don't know what else I've got to get. Like, how much is all this going to cost? And it's like you break it down, and you tell them, it's like, and they're like, but it's like, I got you, and you explain it all, and then like you get everything that they need, and you tell them like, I've got you covered. You're good to go. And a lot of times it's just that, oh, thank you so much. My kid told me that they needed this yesterday, and they need it today now, and it's like, I really like those moments where it's like, I got you. I don't want to add another thing on your plate. We're going to make this as easy as possible.
Yeah, totally. I had one that was really fun yesterday. A gentleman and his daughter came in later in the evening, like about 30 minutes before we closed, and his daughter goes to a school here where they only recommend a specific instrument. Like they only do a Yamaha instrument.
Yamaha.
And she had like a pretty entry level horn that didn't quite meet the requirements, but she was like doing very, very well. And he was surprising her with a new one, like one of the new Yamahas that we got, one of the student levels. And those are great instruments, but it was just so cool to like open that one up and see the look on her face of like, and then also too, like dad, like sowing a seed in her, ventures there, and like in a way it's showing like I care about this, and I think it was just really cool. But yeah, there's countless stories of just like kids, whoa, like I had a kid here the other day. We got a instrument for him, and before I could even hand them the receipt, he had the mouthpiece on the trumpet and is trying to play it, and mom's like, yeah, put that away. It was just like a lot of but he's going to become great.
That's one of those things that, like, I think we can all probably understand it as you get older. It's like, that's one of my favorite things to see is how much love parents put into their kids doing this. Because it's like, as a kid, you take it for granted. Like, you're just like, oh, it's a trumpet. And just, like, these are $1,000 instruments and stuff. And it's like, that's a lot of money and effort for your parents to make sure that you are getting to do something that that you either want to do or something that they think is going to help you grow. And it's like, you look back as you get older in life and be like, I should have been more grateful. But it's part of the kid to adult journey. You realize you're just a dumb kid the whole time, and you can't really hold it against yourself or your parents. But it's like, just be grateful. Hug a parent today.
Jordan, do you play?
Hug your
band?
parent. Sorry, let me specify
play
that.
band?
Not hug a parent.
Were you in band?
I was until sophomore year.
Oh, what'd you play?
I played percussion.
Nice, percussion guy, huh?
Yep.
Very cool, man. Were you a combo set guy or?
They
play
had him
the
on
bells
like a
and
Mad
the
Max set. Like, he actually got to drive it on this like war rig and everything.
I mean, we kind of switched around. I was on, let's see, I only did marching band for like 1 or 2 seasons.
Were you local?
No, I'm from Kansas City.
Bro's from Kansas City. I didn't know that. Good to know.
There
Can
you
you
go.
scroll us down on the computer a little bit, Jordan?
Can't do this and talk at the same
Josh
time.
Law says, I used to scoff at the idea of doing piano lessons as a kid. My biggest regret was skipping out on them. Yeah.
Josh, baby, it's never too late though. Come on back.
From Quincy, Illinois. Come visit us once a
Yeah,
week.
yeah, there you go. I'm sure there's some great piano instructors in Quincy. So
Well, we should probably call it.
yeah, we should probably call it. Speaking of rental season, we got 5 minutes. We got to turn this store on. Jordan, why don't you give us a good little outro? Let the people what they know.
What? No, say that
What?
sentence
Let
again.
the
Tell
people,
the people what they should know.
What they should know? All right. Let's see. We'll be doing this again on Monday
That's right.
and the rest of the week. And that's all we got for you.
Also, Jordan totally ate it at the
Oh my god.
baseball game the other day.
Okay.
trying to catch a
in my
foul ball.
defense, I was trying to save my pregnant wife from getting hit with a foul ball.
Yeah, what
so
were you doing? Gonna let your pregnant wife get hit with the ball?
I
Jordan's
was
a
walking
hero.
my pregnant wife to
Jordan's
her
a hero.
car.
He's defending his child.
But
He's
yeah,
a hero.
It didn't feel good when I don't even know what happened. It was one of those things where the next thing I know, I'm like, whoa, I'm standing up right now. Like, I didn't even know what happened.
He just blacked
And then I
out.
just hear everyone go, oh.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was like,
The
That's
whole,
the worst, is
the
when
whole
people are like,
crowd was just like, oh.
I was like, what just happened?
All right.
Anyway,
The customers are calling, so we got to go.
peace out, everybody.
Peace out, y'all.
Bye, y'all.